Good morning, listeners. Today is Tuesday, October 9th, 2018, and this is the Morning 4 podcast. I'm your host, Katie Parsons. Thanks for joining me this morning and every morning as we get every day off on a positive track. So let's get started with
Number 1.
It is National Fire Prevention Week in the U.S. and Canada, and if you listened to yesterday's podcast, you know why. When this week was first launched in 1920 by President Woodrow Wilson, he noted that in the year prior, 15,000 Americans had lost their lives due to fire. For the year 2016, FEMA reports that number has dropped to 3,515. We can always do better, of course, that's still too many. So the best way to commemorate this week is to review fire safety in your home with your family and check those smoke detectors and batteries. I know that is on my to-do list for the week. Stay safe and be smart.
Number 2.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. No, that was not Sarah Brightman. I know it sounded just like her. Sorry to confuse you there. That was just a cheap imitation. Just to let listeners know that on this date in 1986, Phantom of the Opera made its theatrical debut in London's West End. The musical, written by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Richard Stilgoe, opened at Her Majesty's Theatre and became an immediate hit. The plot of the musical was inspired by French author Gaston Leroux's novel La Fantôme de l'Opéra, which follows the life of Eric, or the Phantom, a disfigured musical genius. The musical version eventually made its way over to America and is the longest-running show in Broadway history.
Number 3.
We've talked about Mr. Rogers before in the podcast, and I came across a fact about him over the weekend that I wanted to share because it goes along with our ongoing theme of positivity and kindness. Mr. Rogers always mentioned out loud on his show that he was feeding his fish, and he did this because a young blind fan once asked him to do so. She wanted to know that the fish were okay. I never thought much of it, but now that I know, I love that portion of the show the best.
Number 4.
Let's get going this Tuesday and with the right attitude with our affirmation. Repeat after me. I am in charge of how I feel today. And I am choosing happiness. My spirit and my voice in one combine. Happy, 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 happy. Happy happiness is on my mind. So in case you missed my point there, go out and be happy today. And visit morning4.com for today's video pick. I'll see you back here again tomorrow.